Hello and welcome back, friends, to another episode of Golden Whispers. Vikas Joshi inspires aspirations. Friends, this is a series of daily reflections that aspire to ignite your passions, broaden your horizons, and guide you towards a life filled with a purpose. So get ready to be uplifted and motivated every day with Golden Whispers. Vikas Joshi inspires aspirations and cultivate a journey of personal growth together. ये श्रृंखला आपकी प्रेरणाओं को जगाती है और आपके उद्देश्यपूर्ण जीवन की ओर मार्गदर्शन कराती है. ये एक कोशिश है. दिस इज एन एफर्ट सो एज टू improve on your self confidence, on your self development. Before we begin with today's topic, friends, I appeal to all of you that if you love this series, please like, share, and subscribe as it motivates me to create more such content. So let's begin. Today's topic is, friends, own your story. Yes, it is very important. आधे से ज्यादा लोग तो पास्ट में ही जीते हैं और हमेशा उसे भला बुरा ही कहते रहते हैं. सो लेट मी आस्क यू समथिंग सिंपल, एकदम आसान, बट येट पावरफुल इनफ. व्हेन यू लुक बैक एट योर लाइफ, डू यू स्माइल और डू यू फ्लिंच? मैंने अभी कहा कि आधे से ज्यादा लोग तो अपने बीती जिंदगी के बारे में कैसा था, बुरा था, ये था, ऐसे ही कहते रहते हैं. सो व्हाट आर यू थिंकिंग अबाउट योर पास्ट लाइफ? वी ऑल हैव मोमेंट्स वी वुड रादर नॉट रिविजिट. ये तो हमेशा हर एक के साथ होता है. द चैप्टर्स वी कुड टेयर आउट और रीराइट और कुछ नया लिख देते उस वक्त. ये सोच होती है सबकी. बट टुडे आई वांट टू ऑफर यू अ गोल्डन विस्पर. गोल्डन विस्पर के अंदर ही है दैट might change the way you look at your past. Own your story, all of it, not just the pretty pages. अच्छे अच्छे साहब तो मैं बहुत ही अच्छा था. नहीं 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 नहीं. Because bad things also taught you many things, isn't it? So that is what you should do. So you should never give up on your own story, because your story is not the thing that you should forget about. Whenever you are talking about your story, you should not be regretting your story. Because if you own your story, or if you don't own your story, someone else will. तुम्हारी कहानी कोई और लेके वो अपनी कहानी छाप देगा. ये भी हो सकता है. सो जो भी आपके साथ वाकया हुए, जो भी आपके साथ अच्छा हुआ, बुरा हुआ, लेकिन वो आपकी जिंदगी थी. कहीं ना कहीं आपके निर्णय थे. हो सकता है नहीं था, बट सर्कमस्टांसेस फोर्स्ड यू इनटू दैट सिचुएशन, बट यू इवॉल्व्ड. आ गए आप बाहर उससे, तो उसे क्यों छोड़ देना है? वो तो आपकी कहानी थी, वो है. सो द वर्स्ट दैट मे हैपन इज दे विल राइट इट फॉर यू आल्सो इन देयर ओन वर्ड्स. गॉसिप्स, the people are always interested in other stories. मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ, don't compare yourself with others. You cannot compare apples with oranges. So friends, don't waste your time. So also, don't waste your own story to someone else. So वो judgment के साथ आएगा. Whatever the other person thinks about yourself, he might be adding his own judgment, not reality. That is the concern. और आप, what you will be doing? You will be keep living under their version of your truth. Truth तो आपको पता है. So why not live that life, the truthful life which you are aware of? Why give up on those things? So let's take the power back to ourselves. मेरी कहानी है, सच्ची कहानी है. I own that every minute, every second. That is what you should be about. So to own your story means to stand up and say, this is who I am. There are things I have lived through, and I'm not at all ashamed about things. Because life poses challenges to everybody. You are not the only one. The only thing is that some people take some more time to overcome those challenges. Some people succumb to the challenges. But some people, like you, वो उभरते हैं challenges में से. They do not allow themselves to succumb to the challenges. So why should we be ashamed of the things? Sorry. So it's not about being perfect, not at all. It's about being the whole मेरी कहानी, मेरे साथ हुए घटी घटनाएं हैं वो। अब क्या करें? जिंदगी ने अगर कुछ कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स ऐसे दे दिए, तो उसे मैं छोड़ूंगा क्यों? उस उन्हीं से तो मैं उभरा हूं। सो इट्स अबाउट क्लेमिंग योर फेल्यूर्स, your struggles, your decisions, and knowing that they all shaped you in the person that you are right now, isn't it? आज अभी जो आप खड़े हो, जिस मुकाम पे भी हो, वो सारे जो पिछले सारी कहानियां थी उनसे उभर कर अभी आप आए हो. So that is what you're made up of. So we live in the society that encourages us to filter ourselves. That is natural process. So to hide the mess, we wear the masks. है ना? चेहरे पे चेहरा लगाते हैं, मन में दुख हो रहा है किसी की कामयाबी देखकर, लेकिन चेहरे पे लगाते हंस के बोलते वाह वाह कितना अच्छा हुआ. यू आर वेयरिंग अ मास्क टू प्रिटेंड वी हैव ऑलवेज हैड इट फिगर्ड आउट. बट यू एंड आई बोथ नो दैट्स अ लाई. एंड द प्राइस ऑफ लिविंग दैट लाई इज हेवी. सेल्फ डाउट, लो कॉन्फिडेंस, इमोशनल फटिंग, ये अपने आप आ जाते हैं. Added benefits of all not owning the story is that you are losing your own confidence. You're emotionally getting lost. You're self-doubting your every action because now you have started believing what someone else other is talking about. So every powerful person you admire, whether it's a businessman, a tycoon, a spiritual master, a freedom fighter, or a teacher, फ्रॉम योर चाइल्डहुड ना. हमारे हमारे टीचर बहुत अच्छी थी या अच्छा था, मैथमेटिक्स अच्छा सिखाते थे, वॉट एवर द केस मे बी, वी आर अप्रिशिएटिंग देम. बट दे हैव वन थिंग इन कॉमन, दे वेंट थ्रू द फायर बट दे डिडंट हाइड इट, दे एक्सेप्टेड इट. सो यू मे टेक एनी ऑफ द सक्सेसफुल पर्सन, right from the historical things, even the Mahatma Gandhi or a B.R. Ambedkar, you can take these examples where they were rejected, humiliated, yet they owned every page of their lives, turned the pain into power, and we are enjoying their sacrifices, isn't it? So whenever you are thinking about something, you think about Krishna advising Arjuna. You see, when Arjuna was frozen into that war, when the act came कि अभी तुमको उसको मारना ही पड़ेगा, now that weakness wasn't hidden, but it became the starting point of wisdom. धर्म, कौन बैठा था? खुद कृष्णा. उन्होंने वैसे भी कहा है मैं धर्म का साथ दूंगा. Now he is preaching dharma to Arjuna, and that's where Mahabharata happened. So we are taught from our ancient times. Stories सभी वैसे ही है. So this truth most people won't tell you, that your vulnerable chapters aren't the ugly ones. They are the golden ones. देखो, कहानी कुछ भी हो जाए, आज जिस मुकाम पे पहुंचे हो वो उन कहानियों से उभर कर निकले हुए आप हो. तो यू हैव टू ओन योर स्टोरीज. व्हाई नॉट? सीख चुके हो, एक्सपीरियंस आ चुका है. नाउ यू आर मोर पावरफुल बिकॉज दे टॉट यू व्हाट कंफर्ट नेवर कुड. अगर कंफर्ट में बैठ जाते हैं, नहीं नहीं ठीक है ऐसा ही करना है, तो वो तो निकलते ही नहीं आप कभी. बिकॉज कंफर्ट नेवर टीचेस यू. Comfort never takes you to the stagnancy process. So whenever you are talking about the things, you think that you have turned around your life, you think that you were the person who was into some messy situation, maybe life had posed you some unprecedented issues, problems, but you refused to give up. So you became what you are now. You started climbing the ladder on your own by finding out the possibilities in life. So whenever you are thinking that this is not the way I was, yes, that is what exactly your story is. So Isn't it that you are learning something from that? Well, so why we have to hide about it? We have to own them. That's how the light gets in. आपकी कहानियां जब आपको उभर उभर रही है, आप इतने बड़े मुकाम पे आ चुके, आज की जिंदगी के जो भी मुकाम पे आप हो, तो पिछले सारे प्रॉब्लम्स आप मात करके आए हो, तो वो कहानी है जो आपको ओन करनी है और उसके एक्सपीरियंस से शेयर करनी है. So that these are the self reflections that you should ask. So what part of your story were you hiding of that you should ask? क्या था? क्यों शर्मिंदगी? किस बात की? Face it out. What chapter did you always wish to that you should skip? When you tell someone your past, ऐसा है कुछ? नहीं. Because the challenges were posed by the life. You were merely navigating your life through those challenges. And now you have come out successfully. So what if that every very chapter is the one that could have feel someone else or free you? है ना? कहानी बताओ दे, अरे यही तो था जो मेरा टर्निंग पॉइंट हो गया. So that is what you have to understand. So it's right time to reclaim your narrative. Not just for the world to see, but for your own heart to finally breathe freely. बोझा लेके क्यों चले? घट चुकी घटना. लाइफ ने चैलेंजेस दिए, मैं उभर के बाहर निकला. What will this help you? When you own the story, something inside you changes. जैसे अभी मैंने किया, हाँ. So what is it? Confidence. You never walk into the rooms worried about who knows what. hey, इसको पता तो नहीं चला, इसका ऐसा तो नहीं हो गया. Why should we be worried about? Those were the life challenges in my life with the life posed. Because challenges are posed by the life to everyone. You are not an exception. Now, I have navigated my life successfully. You have navigated your life successfully. That is what you have to think of. Sorry. You stop chasing approvals. किसी के अप्रूवल की जरूरत नहीं है. बिकॉज यू ऑलरेडी अप्रूव्ड योरसेल्फ. हो चुकी घटना, हो चुकी है, आप वहां से निकल चुके हो, सक्सेसफुल हो गए हो. सो व्हाई डू यू रिक्वायर अप्रूवल्स फ्रॉम अदर्स? You have approved yourself. And that is why the true confidence is, friends. So it's not about being loud. It's not about being too much flashy, or you may say boasting. No. It's about getting rooted, being rooted firmly, knowing who you are, where you have been, and why it matters. It helps you to develop yourself. So the development doesn't start only with the books or seminars. It starts with the truth, your own truth, your own honor, owned. हमने अपनाया उसे. So that is the honor because you have come up successfully against all odds of the life. And you have to wear it as a armor. हूं ऐसा, जिंदगी में बहुत कुछ देखा. ओके, रिमेंबर, लाइफ इज नॉट पोजिंग चैलेंजेस ओनली टू यू, बट इट इज ऑल्सो हेल्पिंग यू टू ग्रो. नहीं तो कैसे हेल्प करेंगे, मुझे बताइए. When the challenges come, then only you will start exploring your skills and your potentials. What is it helping? It is helping in your self-development, in your self-confidence. So, what you should do is write down 3 things from your life you usually feel uncomfortable sharing with. होता है ना, अरे कैसे करूँ, ये इसका क्या करेंगे, जाने दो, अभी बाद में देखते हैं. ये जो बाद में देखते हैं ना, write it down. So this happened, I am still here, I am growing, and I am not ashamed. Write down this line also. अब देखो, उसे देखने का नजरिया बदल गया. सक्सेस अपने आप आने लगा. Now what you have to do is say it loud. अपने आप से बात कीजिए. Finally drown the words in the ये जो सक्सेस आएगा, that will drown those words. So your story isn't over. कैसे? Because you're still winning and still running ahead from the past. But you own the story. अभी अभी दिमाग में दूसरे कोई विचार नहीं है, बिकॉज आई हैव ओन्ड माई स्टोरी. हो चुका है, ठीक है, मेरे साथ ऐसी घटनाएं घटी. ओके, so you have to remember this line every day, every minute, that life poses challenges to everybody. So everybody has a story. The difference is that the people who own the story, they become more successful, more confident than the people who are running away from the story. So it is, you are still turning the pages, still writing something of your life, maybe paragraph, maybe book. So you are discovering yourself. And what is the best part of it? आप खुद लेखक हो उसके. You are the writer. So you are the owner of your story. So don't hand out that pen which you are writing your story of to the society, not to relatives, not to your past, not to any friends. No, it's your story. You have to own your story. Frame it with a pride, because someday someone will hear your story and realize they can survive with theirs also, because you have proved it. And my friend, this is how the whispers turn into revolutions. जब आप बढ़ते जाओगे तो पीछे मुड़ के देखोगे तो आपको भी अच्छा लगेगा, and you will feel proud of yourself that in spite of so many challenges the life was posing, I owned my stories and find out navigated my life successfully till date. So I sign off on this note, friends, and we meet again in another episode of Golden Whispers, because Joshi inspires aspirations. Till then, bye bye. Enjoy the day, friends. Enjoy the life. It is a one-time activity. Do enjoy.